to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. Of course, Jeff Lewis, the Jeff Lewis After Show, if you can find it on the new freaking Sirius XM app. I have been lucky enough to find it both days. I still don't think the Jeff Lewis video is up. The last one that I see is December 22nd. So, anyways, I don't think you can see it on YouTube, but here is my Chumpmas 2023. Shout out to my friend DJ Rockstar Aaron, who gave me this size medium. I think he won it for being best dressed at the Jeff Lewis Live Chumpmas show. So thank you. I love it. You can get your very own at jefflewismerch.com. Stacy and Ron, I met them in person at the show. They are so incredibly nice. They came and met all of us at Sight Glass, so a lot of us got to meet them. They are just the nicest human beings ever, and she does all the merch out of the kindness of her heart, because trust me, it's a labor of love working with Todd Lewis, right? No, I'm kidding. A lot of you have also asked and posted in the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group, where and when can we see Chumpmas? It's not a Jeff Lewis live event, so you'll never be able to see it. You had to be there live or follow me on Instagram and check out my stories that I posted. I think I have some reels that are still up, including Todd Lewis, the opening show that he did. And that's really cute. And somebody just told me, these people on Reddit really have no effing life. Like, literally, it's ridiculous. Somebody told me that somebody posted in Reddit that I was talking and commenting on Todd Lewis or Tom Lewis, Greg, Jeff, and Todd's dad, his wiener in his package. I mean, Tom Lewis, wasn't even at Chumpmas. I've met him a couple of times. I would never comment on his package. And if you look at the comments on my reel, Carrie Lewis commented immediately with 2 eggplants. So, I posted the reel about Todd performing. It was everyone else. And then, of course, I chimed in about his package bouncing around to the left, because it seems to be a Lewis genetic thing going on. So anyways, all of you trying to hit up my DMs with stupid comments, it's not the day, honey. It's not the day. And especially, get your shit right. People that get the facts wrong, so dumb. So many of you listen or play a game of telephone and you don't have all the facts right, or you ask me about certain things. Trust me, all my ducks are in a row. I am perfectly content. Am I perfect? No. Can I make mistakes? Absolutely. I am perfectly content with what I choose to post, the comments that I choose to make. So, for those that are like questioning me, I'm good. I'm good. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. Anyway, so shout out again, DJ Rockstar Aaron. I love my t-shirt. I'm going to wear it always. Again, you can get yours at jefflewismerch.com. They sold this at the Chumpness event. My friend Diane bought me a key ring from there that says Chump on it, so that can be gotten online. It has a martini glass right there. So thank you, Diane, for that. Reality Cowgirl. I love that Instagram account name. Anyways, and if you didn't see yesterday, here's my mug that my kids bought off Etsy for me for Christmas because, quote, oh, we didn't know he sold merch. I mean, y'all, when I tell you, my kids are great, but they don't give a rat's ass about this whole Jeff Lewis fan account thing. I mean, they didn't even know he sold official merch. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I just see someone saying I can't wait until January. Speaking of January, tickets are still on sale for my January 20th. It's a Saturday night, 4 to 6 p.m. in Hollywood, California. Be there or be square. It is going to be so much fun. Details are going to keep coming out soon. 6 different tickets are going to be given away for free very soon. I'm just waiting until Ross, who is my promoter, to my marketing guy, to let me know how to go forward, because someone, a Texas Royal Chumpette, reached out to me yesterday and said that they didn't know that they can't make the event, but they want to donate 5 tickets. for me to give away. And then another Las Vegas friend of mine said, I'm buying my ticket today, but I want to buy an extra ticket for you to give away to someone also. So I am just blown away. Someone else the other day had commented on a reel when someone said that they Christmas or Santa Claus had taken all their money. Someone else had reached out to me and offered to privately buy that person a ticket. So I reached out to that person. It restored that person's faith in humanity. They said it really touched them. The person actually lives across the country, so for a lot of reasons, they can't get to Hollywood for the event, but it really touched their heart that somebody, a stranger, would reach out and do that. All the tickets are all the same price, so everyone gets everything. I did this the way I would want it done as a fan. I don't want to know that anyone else has a better ticket than me. So everyone's ticket is a flat $50, taxes, fees included on Eventbrite. The link is up on my Instagram profile, my TikTok profile, my YouTube profile. It's in my Instagram stories. It's on my Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. Hopefully it's everywhere. So get them before they sell out, because I haven't had an update on tickets in 2 days. So I don't know how many tickets have sold in the last 2 days. But also don't forget, we've got 6 different tickets to give away free. And I'll have to figure out how to do that. Oh my gosh, am I signing autographs? I haven't even thought about it, but I'm happy to sign, autographs, take pictures, all the things. It is going to be such a chumpette event and so, so fun. You will make friends. You will reunite with friends that you've met before, people that you know online. Don't underestimate the power of our chumpette community on social media. Like, a lot of us recognize people's names on Facebook and YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And then when you meet those people in person and put a face to a name and like hang out with them for hours, and we go to this event together, we share dinner together, we go to the hotel and stay together. By the way, there's a little bit of a snafu in the hotel link. So that is coming soon. Basically, the price for the SLS hotel went way down on the app. So I'm just trying to make sure with the person, my sales guy there, if they could give us an even lower price. But he said this is the absolute lowest price he can give. So I'm just making sure it even makes sense for me to do a link, because basically y'all can get almost the same lowest price. I think it's like $9 or $11 cheaper now by doing it on the Marriott Bonvoy app for SLS Beverly Hills. So the Sprinter van is included, and all we did was tip the guy. And eventually Laura, one of our amazing chumpettes, got their phone number. I see you, Lady Grace. And she was like texting the guy, and he would be like, pick us up at Sight Glass, pick us up here. I mean, it was amazing. Within reason, a few miles, they will take us around for no price, and we just tipped them very, very well. The hotel is not cheap, I'm not going to lie, but like I said, on the app, it was close to $500 after taxes, maybe over $500 a night after taxes last week. And I got a block of rooms much lower from that. But now, even on the app, the price is much lower. So you know how, hotels and all that can fluctuate. So I'm just trying to see if I'm even going to, because if y'all don't book, I was really doing it for everyone else to get a deal. If I didn't book 10 rooms, if say we only booked 8 different rooms, then I was going to be charged on my credit card. I had to sign a contract to do this. So now that the price on the Marriott Bonvoy app is very similar to the price that he's giving me as the block of rooms, and he really couldn't go any lower, it almost doesn't make sense for me to do a block of rooms. So, but I would love for people to get together on the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. There's an event already for the January 20th. Then there is a chat that's already started. So maybe other people that have met each other before, I know it's a reach, but if you do want to save money and make a sleepover of it, promise you, we're not going to be in the hotel room that long. So if you want to join up, maybe 2 people share a room, 4 people share a room, it's just going to add to the fun, and you'll get to know each other even better, right? And it's just one night, January 20th. So my friends Schmangela and Bisham, we are flying in Friday morning and leaving Sunday afternoon. So we're going to make kind of a whole girls weekend of it. But the Saturday 4 to 6 is the live event. Like I said, tickets are for sale now on my Instagram profile. It's an event link. It is $50 flat, taxes, fees, everything is all included in that. I made sure of that. There is no VIP. Everyone gets the same ticket, which means everyone gets the VIP treatment. It is going to be so fun. Send me your ideas on what you would want to see, things that you've done at live events that you would like. We've got our own ideas, and I think it's going to be amazing. And I think you are going to have serious, serious FOMO if you don't come. I will tell you, if you live far away, if you can't travel, if you're struggling with issues that are out of your control, um, if you are a current subscriber on my Instagram, or it won't be on YouTube. I just can't do two different things. It will be on my Instagram subscriber, which is $4.99 a month. You can push the subscribe button on my Jeff Lewis Obsessed profile. That will get you a free streaming of the live event, and then it should go up also as a replay. Okay, so, but I would love, it's a very intimate event. You are going to love meeting other chumpettes, just building those friendships, meeting people in person. It is the best. I can't even tell you. For those that have already done it and met other people, come to Sight Glass, come to the Jeff Lewis live show, had lunches with me, had breakfast. It is so fun. I cannot announce any special people that will be there yet, but all of those contracts are out and we are just waiting to hear back. So trust me, all of that will unfold very soon. You will not be disappointed though, I promise you. So make plans. Saturday, January 20th, 4 to 6 p.m., Hollywood, California. It will be so, so fun. Get your ticket now for sure. Okay, let's get into today's show. Today we had a newbie on the show, Michael Hitchcock, who, it's kind of making sense. First of all, Jeff met this guy at that recent Amazon party, and they just kind of hit it off, right? Have you always been so good at making friends? I mean, if you ask the lovers, maybe I don't make friends so well, but yes, in general, I've always been a very outgoing person, and I have lots of friends from birth, from kindergarten, from college, from working. So yeah, neighbors. So yes, I have. Do I have enemies? I mean, I'm sure I do, right? Uh, y'all can probably name a few in the Facebook groups, right? But yes, other than that, people that really get to know me, I mean, you either love me or you hate me. There's really not much in between with Sarah from Texas, right? But no one, I am an open book. If you ever have a question about me, if you're ever wondering if what you heard or read is accurate, just ask me. Honestly, just ask me. Okay, so Michael Hitchcock, it makes sense that he was on the show today because I think a lot of these Amazon freebie shows, there was something yesterday where Nikki Haskell's old show, the Nikki Haskell show, is now on Amazon freebie. So, you know, it makes sense for all these people to want to promote the same streaming service, I guess, that Jeff's Hollywood House Lift is on. So I like that. I really liked him though. I thought he was entertaining. It was probably one of our most calm shows. It wasn't like any OMG, you know, gotcha moments, but I thought it was really good. Sarah Colonna, is this her third time on now? So there's been lots of chatter still because clearly she was on Juicy Scoop a lot with Heather McDonald. Heather McDonald is currently, I don't even know if they're still feuding. Who knows? There's hope for everything, right? But currently feuding with Jeff Lewis. So there was a lot of hoopla about that. But I was sent some screenshots that Sarah Colonna, I think, had posted in her Patreon message board, or maybe on a Facebook group of hers, maybe on a reel. I don't really remember, but she basically said, look, Heather and I have talked about this. We've made sure it was okay. We talked about it afterwards. I was supposed to go on Jeff Lewis a long time ago. Then when they had their feud, I re-chatted with her, made sure everything was good. I think I've even been sent pictures of Sarah and her husband John out with Heather and Peter, and maybe what's the other guy that comes up? Chris Frangiola and his wife. I think I've seen a picture of the six of them all out. So I'm pretty sure it's fine. There comes a point where you just kind of have to put personal things aside. And I'm well aware of a lot of people that are either personally friends with Heather McDonald and or professionally, you know, sided with her and also with Jeff Lewis. So when you have people feuding, you know, hopefully as grown-ass adults, we don't have to pick a side. And I don't think it's an issue with Heather McDonald, but I don't know. I can't say that she DMs me very often. I don't even know if she's still following me. I do need to check on that for sure. but he's in a movie called Xmas, Exmas. I guess it's something about he shows up at Christmas and his exes are there. So a lot of people have told me it's really good. So I'm going to try to set the kids down and try to watch that movie. It's on Amazon. I'm finding that even though they're saying Amazon Freebie for Hollywood House Lift, the same thing is on Amazon Prime. So I have the Amazon Freebie app on my phone, but I don't have Amazon Freebie on my smart TV. But on my smart TV, if I have time to watch Hollywood House Lift episode 4, like I was this morning with Reggie Bush and his family, where the kids say that Jeff Lewis is, "Why are your lips so big?" It was hilarious. That you can watch that on Amazon Prime for free. And they all have commercials. So I don't think there's a way. Oh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I don't feel there's a way to watch the show without commercials like you can some things where you like pay extra for Peacock or buy this special whatever. So let me know in comments if you're watching it. It is so funny. Oh, Melanie, that's funny. Melanie says, anyone who doesn't love Sarah is just weird. And anyone who loves Sarah is probably weird also. And that's fine. Just like everyone says, I read a comment this morning or DM that someone said, Sarah doesn't love everything that Jeff Lewis says or does. And I love that she says that. Y'all, if I loved everything about everyone, what a boring life it would be. Like, I don't love everything I say or do. Why would I love everything that Jeff Lewis says or does? And I have no problem. I do not DM with him like that. I'm not one that like tells him when he's got a co-host on there that I don't like, or when he says something I don't like. I don't give him parenting advice, none of that. I just kind of keep my distance. But I have no problem talking to y'all about things I agree or disagree with, right? Like when he called Monroe a cock block this morning. I mean, I think it's hilarious. If I were single and I had a 7-year-old daughter with me, yeah, I think I'd call her a cock block. He's called her the B word before. I mean, do I agree with it? No. Do I think it's funny or relatable? I mean, if you are not a parent and have thought or said out loud that your child is either being a B or acting like a B, I mean, you're just not living the true parenting life then. I mean, it's funny, it's relatable. It's not maybe how I would want to ever hear my mom talk about me. I would never want Monroe to hear Jeff say that stuff about her. But do I think it's funny and relatable? And, he's not really being serious. But yeah, when she gets to be a teenager, there's probably going to be moments where he really is like, you're a B or you're acting like a B. And he just, for better or worse, he says things that we are all thinking or that we're shocked about that we would never say about ourselves. So I personally love that Jeff just lays it all out there. The things that his mom and his stepmom Claudia and his dad Tom were saying about him about a year ago in text messages private to Chef Stu. That takes a lot of balls to read that stuff out loud. I mean, my God. So, my hands go down to him for that. Yes, Melanie, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Make sure you're commenting all the things. Make sure you're following me everywhere at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. And this goes up as a replay instantly afterwards. Everybody but TikTok. TikTok doesn't put up replays, but everywhere else at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. And it also goes up as a podcast everywhere. About 10 minutes after the show ends, it goes up as a podcast. What else? Have you been to the Burbank airport? So I've only flown in there, I think, twice. First of all, it is a very small airport, but LAX doesn't scare me. Like, I don't know. I guess it takes a lot to scare me. I mean, even lovers don't really scare me. So LAX definitely doesn't. But Burbank Airport is definitely smaller. It definitely is like old school 1960s vibe, plays really good music. It's not hard to get lost there. But you're never going to get the better prices flying into a small airport like that, and you're never going to get the nonstop flights. So that's one reason why I don't do it, is because I can just get all the nonstop flights from Houston into LAX and I get much better prices. So that's why I do it. But I do think it's funny that somebody was looking at this Michael Hitchcock and he thought, oh, they recognize me. I'm famous. And she basically went over and said, you've been picking your nose the whole dang time, and like totally got onto him. I can't imagine walking up to a stranger or a celebrity saying, "I've been noticing you picking your nose this whole time." Like, would you ever do that? I just can't even imagine doing that. So the only oh, so Kimberly, that's why we love different opinions. So calling your daughter as a cock block is super cringe and not relatable. I mean, everyone can have their own opinion, right? Is it relatable to me? No. I've been married 23 years and I have 5 kids. I'm not nobody's cock blocking me because I'm married to my kid's dad, but uh, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. Maria says she loves the Burbank airport. Tell me what you love about it, Maria. I did see Danny, no, what's his name? Danny Bonaducci, the redhead actor. I did see him quietly eating a cheeseburger one time. Of course, it didn't bother him, but I was like, oh my God, that's definitely him. But even when I landed at LAX, I mean, I'm looking around just to see if anyone famous is there. But I guess if you're really famous or rich, you're probably in one of the lounges, and I'm never going to qualify to be in a lounge. I think I was in a lounge once, and now I don't know why. Maybe my husband had qualified for something on United or something. I can't think of why I was in that lounge. Um, but for the most part, I do Southwest, and they don't have a lounge. And I don't really need one. I'm not at an airport early enough most of the time to eat there or to get on a lounge. You know what I mean? So give me a I know that's a popular thing to like do these, mileage runs or to spend enough money or to pay the extra thing on your credit card to get into a lounge. It's just not my thing. Like I just don't care. Um, the lounge is still 700 a year to join. Wow, you don't even earn it? I guess I thought it was a free thing you earn. I had no idea it was $700. Wow. Wow. Do you think anyone goes in there for the money? I feel like all these people starve themselves anyways. Jeff told us today he's 191 pounds. It's just pretty light. But I feel like they go in there for the status or for to be seen or to post on Instagram that they're in the lounge. I love when Jeff always says we're going to do an appearance at the Delta Lounge. So you always have to pay to join. Oh, see, I had no idea that. Oh, if you use Delta One, it's free with the ticket, Michael says. Or 99, Michelle M says. I don't know. That's above my pay grade. You go into the lounge just to relax away from the public. I guess I don't mind the public. It is kind of annoying when like I go up to a gate and like all these people are saving chairs next to them and ain't nobody sitting next to them. You know what I mean? They're just saving a chair so nobody sits next to them. I'm like, bitch, get your dang, get your purse up. I'm gonna sit my ass down. Um, Michael played the funniest part in Glee. Oh, he was in Glee? Oh, I didn't even know that. Did they talk about that today? They definitely talked about some TV shows, and I don't watch those TV shows. Like I don't watch those at all. I want to make sure everybody can see my Chumpmas 23 t-shirt. It's so cute. Um, Anyways, what else? They definitely talked about regifting today. I think we talked about this yesterday. I am absolutely okay if I regift, if I give somebody at a gift, if they regift it, it doesn't bother me one bit. Now, do I want to know about it? Probably not. I just want to assume they loved what I gave them, but I'm not a good gift giver. Like if I think of something really unique and specific for someone, I get very excited. Like that makes me really happy to give a good gift, but sometimes it's just not my love line. I'm just not good at it. Oh my God, I love that. Julie says I'll also keep an eye out for Doug when I work on my JFK flight. He flies my airline. Oh my God. It would be so fun to see Doug out in the wild. He's so nice. Um, oh, he was only in a couple of episodes of Glee, but he was hilarious. Oh, that's good to know. My sister-in-law loved Glee. I don't think I ever watched one episode about it. I don't know. Um, what else? Okay, I did not realize, and I'm surprised Jeff took 2 days to tell us this. Tom and Claudia, his stepmom, gave him this self-help book for Christmas. Like, I don't know if I would take offense to that. Like, Jeff says he's going to read it. I don't know that he will. Yeah, Jeff is live all this week. He was only off on Christmas Day. And the after show is live also on the brand new Sirius XM app. Yay. My eyes look blue today. They're actually green. I keep I keep going, they look green to me or they look blue. I guess my eyes could change a little bit of color, but they look blue to me for some reason. Um, what else? I think I'd be a little bit offended. I do think I didn't catch the name of the book. He did say it, but um, I don't know. I don't think they meant it in a bad way, but I think they probably knew Jeff would definitely say it on the radio. Oh, he mentioned the book yesterday. Oh, I totally missed that. See, that's why I need you chumpettes to tell me stuff. Tyler says, I hate the new Sirius app. I'm not able to download Jeff Lewis Live. Please help. Somebody type on TikTok and help them how to figure it out. I've just been lucky enough to figure it out, but the Jeff Lewis Live video is not up. Did you know Jeff's ex-assistant Jenny sings the Juicy Scoop things? Yes, I've just found. Yep, I've known that for years. She also sings the Watch What Happens Live theme song. Yep, and I reached out to her. She never read the DM when I started my live show, June of 2022, probably around November, December last year. I had the idea and DM'd her to see if she would, if I could pay her to do a song for me, but she never even read my DM. So if anyone's friends with Jenny, let her know that I will pay her to sing a song for me. I need an intro. Don't you feel like I need to step this up a notch? By the way, in 2024, please, all of you help me manifest, think positive, reach out to people that you either think I would be good on their podcast, ask them if they want to invite me on. I would love to do that. My show is kind of different. It's not necessarily a guest type thing as much, but I would love to go on other people's. I'm going to be on the Sarah Fraser show in January. I'm going to be on, I'm saying it wrong, the one that does like the tarot cards, Tarot Card. I forget her account name, but I'm going to be on with her in January. But I'm very open to be on other podcasts who talk reality gossip. Of course, Jeff Lewis, Hollywood House Lift. But I'm also manifesting someone, please, to take over the technology part of this podcast, because it's a lot and it's not my thing. You know what I mean? Oh, Donna Bowling will be amazing. She asked me to be on her podcast in December and we just couldn't make the schedule work, but I was traveling a lot. But yeah, I love when I have people on, but when you go live on 3 different cameras, it just pisses everyone off when you're only on one. So when I bring someone up on Instagram, then TikTok can't see it. YouTube and Facebook and Twitter can't see it. So what? Donna Bowling is problematic according to Reddit. Everyone's problematic according to Reddit. Oh my gosh. I've met her multiple times. She's a doll. Yes, Femme Tarot, FEMMETAROT. Yes, I'm going to be on her account, her Instagram soon. Her DJ Rockstar Aaron, look at the shirt I'm wearing. Shout out. Thank you for giving it to me. I love it. I need to wear your lipstick soon. So just got back from the Outback in Australia. No lounges out there. The worst flight ever. Ooh, that's a good question. Are Jeff's OCD tendencies noticeable in person, like at dinner? No. No, he does use the sprays, but not a lot. Like he'll spray like once with the Listerine. But there's things about Jeff that I noticed, like he has that little neck twitch. It's very tiny. Like you'll see him when he talks, and he does like if he's talking to Shane. I don't notice any of that in person though. I just noticed that on the radio show or on Hollywood House Lift. He has a very specific walk. If you've ever seen Jeff Lewis walk, they call it a gait. Like if we ever saw him in the dark with like a camera, I would be able to pick out Jeff Lewis's walk for sure. Like he has a very specific walk. Jeff Lewis and I both have very large calves. So I could even notice at the live event, his calves always kind of get stuck on his pants. Does that make sense? Whenever you stand up and your calves are so big that they get stuck to your pants and you kind of have to shake your legs down. I have had huge calves since like at least 6th grade. Because I remember asking for Guess blue jeans with the zipper on the side, and I was very tall and thin. And my mom bought me some for Christmas, my mom and dad, and they got stuck on my calves, and I had to exchange them. Yeah, a lot of you are saying you have that too. So Jeff Lewis has very big calves, and I can notice that whenever but as far as like his OCD stuff, I don't really see anything. He's very neat. He very much has really good manners. Like he is very much a gentleman. Like we were walking that the restaurant we were at in New York for the $10,000 dinner was called Benjamin Prime Steakhouse or Benjamin's Steakhouse Prime, something on in New York on 40th Avenue, 40th Street. Um, had two sets of stairs to go up to, and he was like, "Oh, go ahead." Like he had us walk in front of him. It was so complimentary of Melanie and her jewelry, what she was wearing. Like he complimented on her outfit. He is very into manners for sure. Michelle says has he always walked like that? I'm just now noticing it. Yeah, I've noticed it from flipping out that he has a very specific walk. Yeah. He almost looked like what we used to call pigeon toe. Yeah, he just it's just his specific walk. Like I think it's funny because I've noticed how sometimes parents and their kids will walk alike. So sometimes I think a walk is kind of genetic, right? DJ Rockstar Aaron, when you walked into the live show, everyone whispering, "Look, that's Sarah from Texas." Oh my God. In a good way or a bad way? That's sweet. It was so fun to just be with other fans. It was just amazing. I'm really sad it wasn't a Sirius XM thing where it's going to be on the radio show or the app because it was so fun, but you just had to be there. It was just an in-person thing. Did you meet the drunk lady? Yes, I did. Oh no, did she have a YSL hat on? I don't remember a girl in a hat, but the blonde lady he was talking about that somebody called in, I'm pretty sure that's the same lady I met. I think we all met her for sure. You can notice his specific gait in the laundry commercial. Yeah, the fresh commercials. You can notice how he walks for sure. What about going on Danes Who Dish? Oh my gosh, I would love that, Renee. I love Anne and Gina. They just need to invite me on. I would love that. Did you guys cheers to start the dinner off? Ooh, now I'm forgetting. I do think we cheersed, but I don't remember. I could be getting it mixed up because I know we cheersed at the after party of the Jeff Lewis live event at the speakeasy at the SLS Marriott. So I think I'm getting them mixed up. I don't remember. Melanie and Scott don't drink at all. So she had ordered a mocktail, a mojito. She thinks they put alcohol in on a mistake though, and she drank it. Scott probably had water, I think. Jeff had a dirty martini, and then Shane had a dirty martini, but I think they gave it to him with gin. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but I know Jeff got his drink and had to switch with him. And then Jeff ordered a tea. He did order like 2 or 3 teas, so he did drink tea a lot. And then at the end of the evening, Scott had a dessert, like a key lime pie, I think. And then Jeff ordered a coffee, and Shane had an espresso. And I just had water the whole night. I had ordered a drink, a vodka with cranberry, light on the vodka at the bar before they got there, and I'd paid for that separately because we were, I just took that drink over there, and then I just kind of sipped on that all night. I'm not a huge drinker. It could be Marguerite. Do you think his walk is because of his back problems? I don't know. It could be all related for sure. The way he walks, I don't know. I just think some people have a very specific date. Did Jeff have a date after your dinner? I don't think so. We ended at 10:30, and he had Monroe. I think he probably went. I know they walked back to the hotel. We had to Uber because we were up Upper West Side, so we caught an Uber to go back. But they walked 9 blocks back to their hotel. They said Jeff had a cocktail. He had a dirty martini, but I think just 1 or 2. When was the last time you talked to Jeff? Friday? No. When was the event? Thursday. Yeah. Yes. I don't talk to him a lot at all. Like he gave me his cell phone number, but I do not talk to him. Like I don't bother him. Did I miss the review of Jeff Lewis show today? No, we're still talking about it. We're just getting distracted. We've already talked about a lot of it. Okay, so the after show was Todd Lewis and Monica Casey. I thought it was a really good, I kind of like that Todd Lewis is being on the after show again. He's taken a while off. I think he actually works. He's got this Reputation MD. No, is it the reputationmd.com? Have I texted with him? Yes, I have. Because he asked me a question to guide him on something. And I said, "Do you want me to DM you or to text you?" And he said, "Text him." And then I texted him the next day because I thought about some stuff on the plane on my way home from New York. And it was something for his show, his live event in LA. And they utilized it because Jameson was the MC and they utilized my advice. So it was good. What was the special present you gave Michelle and her husband? So I had a custom Sherpa blanket made from Shutterfly, this really big blanket with a professional picture that she had sent me of her and her husband, Scott, and their dog, their pug, Sophie. And then I gave them a nice gift card. And then I paid for like lunch. I paid for our Ubers. I paid for different things that we were doing together. So just as a small token of my appreciation. Todd looked skinnier at the show. Everyone looked great. Yeah, he looked so good. He loved performing. I love that he commented on my reel and said something like, "It's a small venue. I'm used to bigger venues." It was kind of funny. Todd was very good on the mic, DJ Rockstar Aaron says. Yeah, he's a natural. He loves. Melanie is coming to my LA event. She's got a Delta One flight from Richmond, Virginia. Scott does not love to fly. So he has not booked a flight yet, but yeah, Melanie is coming to the January 20th event. So you will meet her. You will meet Schmangela. You will meet Bisham. So yeah, so you will meet so many people. Yes, Melanie is coming. Is she on today? I haven't seen her yet, but I might be missing her. She might not be commenting. Okay, they start off by talking about Jeff and his spray tan. So this morning, I finally made time to start episode 4 of Hollywood House Lift. Y'all, that commercial, I don't think I noticed it the first time. He is so tan in that A Fresh commercial, like borderline getting canceled tan. It was so hilarious. The airport concierge service is only $99. Nice. But Todd mentions the W Hotel billboards. So when we were at the Jeff Lewis Live event, the meetup that I co-hosted with Donna Bowling, she had suggested the W Hotel bar on the 12th floor. It was beautiful because it's walking distance to the Bourbon Room Hollywood, which was perfect. And instantly, so we had gotten out of the Sprinter van that the SLSW Hotel, the SLS Marriott dropped us off in, and I instantly noticed the Jeff Lewis billboard. So I'd taken a picture of that, and it's way high up. There is no tagging that. There's no putting D's in his mouth. None of that is going to happen for sure. But I love that they talked about that because we definitely saw that at they're definitely remodeling at the W Hotel, but it's really pretty. You can tell it's a really nice hotel. It was a fun meetup. Will there be chumps at the LA event? Anyone else co-host with you? All of that will be announced very soon. Yes, it'll be announced very, very soon. Yes, thank you, Tracy. Very thoughtful gift. Thank you. What do your kids think of all this? They really don't think of it. I mean, they're 13 and up. They're like most teenagers. They think of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, which is fine. They're very well aware of this whole fan account thing and, what have you, but they have zero interest in Jeff Lewis, zero interest in Bravo. Like, I've really failed as a mom with all that, right? But anyways, it's really good. Okay, then they talk about the really gifts. So really gifts is something that when we talk about Claudia, she's really the stepmom he's had for like 30 years, right? He lost his mom to cancer at age 18, but he also didn't live with his mom we don't know exactly, but he definitely lived with Tom, and then Todd and his little brother Greg lived with the mom. So, I don't know if they lived close. I don't know if they saw each other weekly, monthly, every weekend. I don't know any of those details. I don't really know that he's gone into too many of those details, but he definitely tells us today that Claudia is the one that started these really gifts. Basically, that's their family's way of saying like a gag gift. So they tell of one that they gave to Gage early on, and basically it's like a gag gift, and they say like, really, like this is what you're giving me. So I thought that was kind of funny. They told a lot of Pepper stories, how they use her to get seated faster at a restaurant. He thought she flirts with the servers. Todd definitely talked about his performing live. He definitely talked about his job. He really does have a job. Like, he's been flying to Dallas a lot lately. He just sounds like, I think Carrie definitely has the more, not well known or established, but like, you understand what it means to be a realtor, right? Like, she's done this for like 25 years or something, like since way before they were married, even. And I think she kind of got into it because of Jeff, right? I think she was doing something else. And there was a time where she and Todd broke up for like 2 years. And Jeff even says, she was my roommate. Like, so him and Carrie are really good friends. Like, he even said, somebody asked a really good question. So there was a Q&A at the live event, and somebody said, who are your closest chumps? Remind me, for those that were there. I think he said MJ he talks to a lot, Carney Wilson, and Carrie. I might be missing someone, but those were pretty much the chumps that he said he talks to a lot. So I thought that was interesting. Does he say why he doesn't talk to his brother Greg? ALW says. I think it was more about the sister-in-law, Jamie. He had not seen him in 5 years, but he said, I think at dinner, I think at the $10,000 dinner, he told me and Scott and Melanie that he realized she makes him happy. And so he realized, just because I don't like the sister-in-law and I don't love some things she said or done, she makes my brother Greg happy. And I have to respect that. They've raised really good kids. He always says his nieces and nephews are really good kids, and they have to give them credit for that, right? So anyways, well, we've got about 4 minutes, so we can do a little ask me anything. So get comfortable in comments. What else? Traditional martini has gin. I think Jeff does vodka martinis. I think he usually does a Belvedere. And I think Shane usually does a gin martini. So I don't know the brand. I don't remember the brand that he ordered, but I think, or maybe they both ordered vodka and they gave him gin, and Jeff handed his drink to Shane and said, I think this one is yours. I don't really remember. Why don't you ever post any pics of your family? Because this isn't their deal. It's my deal. Yeah. Ooh, somebody says they have some tea for me. Well, spill it or send me a DM. Jeff does vodka, blue cheese, stuffed olives. Yep. Chopin. He does like Chopin vodka, but I haven't heard him. I've heard him say Belvedere before too, for sure. Spill it. No drama, because Jeff wouldn't fall for her antics. I don't know what that means. There was a lot of stress with Greg when the grandma died and Jeff was the representative. Yes. So I think he said that Jamie, he didn't like how she was spending the money of the grandma. I think Jeff's grandma left a lot of money, and money often, sadly, brings out the worst in people when they pass away. Zuba, it's always good chatting with you, FYI. Me, Zuba? I'm so bummed that you were sick when I was in New York and you couldn't make the meetup. Hi, Mama Judy. Carrie's sister Sarah was on Flipping Out season 4 and 5. She's darling. Oh my God, I wish they never ask. You know what? I feel like somebody asked about Sarah. No, I don't think they did. I don't remember it. Shout out Bravo Rex. Hey. She left Jeff in charge of the money. Yeah. Which is probably the good choice, right? I think he's very good with money. Very good with money. Happy hump day. What else? Justin and John have great rapport together. Justin and John. Oh, John Hill. Yes, I listened to that yesterday too. Justin Martindale was on John Hill's The News with John Hill on Tuesday. So go listen to that on the app if you didn't listen to it yesterday. What else? Anything else? If you have good gossip, always. Is my husband coming to your January event? Nope. He will stay home with the dog and the kids. Nope. He's really, I mean, this is really my thing. He's very supportive, obviously financially, everything, and in my time away, but it's not his thing. Like, yep. Shout out newbie. Yes, I would love that. If the stars align, I can get to LA in January. That would be amazing. Are you going to watch the new episode tonight of Hollywood House Lift? Yes, episode 5 is already out. So even though they say it comes out on Wednesdays, it really comes out on Tuesdays. So I need to finish episode 4. I'm almost done with it. I need to finish episode 5. So I will do that for sure. Anyways, okay, well, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining live. If you're watching the replay, shout out. Please like, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to everything at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. If you listen to the podcast, it's under Jeff Lewis Obsessed about 10 minutes later every day. The replay goes up everywhere instantly except for TikTok. So make sure you tell your friends who love reality TV. If you're lucky enough to have a Jeff Lewis fan or friend, oh my God, you are so lucky. I'm so jealous. The amount of people that I've met that their husbands and their wives, their spouses, their partners love Jeff Lewis, their daughters, their sons, their neighbors, their sister-in-laws. I am so jealous of that because trust me, nobody wants to chat Jeff Lewis with me in real life, like except for Trumpette. So it is so fun to meet y'all for sure. Oh, I love that, Sarah. Thanks for giving us something to look forward to every afternoon. We're here every weekday, 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, everywhere at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So, oh, Stu makes his appearance in episode 5. I'm going to try to watch it tonight for sure. I got to finish episode 4 real quick. Anyways, thank you. Thanks for subscribing, EE in Phoenix. And also check because sometimes the subscribe will unsubscribe you, or at least that's what Rick and Kelly say with their stuff. Anyways, okay, see y'all tomorrow. Forgot who's on tomorrow. Judge Lauren Lake, maybe? MJ? Forgetting.